BuildKite is primarily a continuous integration tool which takes care of CI or continuous integration side of things, which means everything which is needed for build process to create artifacts from your source code. Whereas Codefresh is a next generation enterprise software delivery platform for your cloud native applications, and it is mainly geared towards Kubernetes and deploying microservices on it. With Codefresh, you can do continuous deploy delivery through their SaaS solution, which is basically GitOps. Combining BuildKite with Codefresh can produce magical CI/CD pipelines when it comes to deploying the microservices along with Kubernetes resources on a Kubernetes cluster. And I have more videos on GitOps and Codefresh, and the link is in the description. What exactly is a BuildKite? The thing which I love about BuildKite is that it's very flexible and you can assemble the blocks of BuildKite like Lego as per your requirement. It doesn't feel like any other modern CI tool where you have limited options for customization and it doesn't look like a black box. Within the BuildKite, you can pretty much customize and modify every step of your CI and build process. It's easy and you don't have to learn any new syntax or language. If you know YAML, you are good to go. So the formal definition of BuildKite is that it is fast, secure, and scalable. BuildKite is a hybrid SaaS CI tool. It's very secure and flexible. You can host its very lightweight agent in your own environment behind your firewall. And there are different environments where you can create agents. It could be on your self-managed Linux instances or in the cloud such as AWS, you can create EC2. And BuildKite provides you a very cool, very easy to implement CloudFormation template to do so. And you can also accomplish the same using Terraform. So that is what BuildKite is. Now, what is Codefresh? In very simple terms, Codefresh is a managed Argo and it does many things which the open source Argo does. In this diagram, we are using Argo CD in Codefresh, which Codefresh uses behind the scene. On the left hand side, there is a Git repository, and on the right hand side, there is a destination Kubernetes cluster. So what happens is that a developer writes a container specification or its application in a containerized form, and then he also writes the Kubernetes manifest file like deployment or pods, and he specifies his container image in that manifest file. So what Argo CD does, it not only when the CI like build guide triggers, after it builds the artifact like container image in the repository, and also the Kubernetes manifests are committed into the Git repository, or Codefresh picks it up and then deploys it in the Kubernetes cluster. And Codefresh makes sure that the desired state in the Git repo is synced with the current state in the Kubernetes cluster. Now, coming back to the original point of combining the build kite and Codefresh, I think that can do wonders. So let's suppose you are building your containers in-house by using build kite agents and your source code remains with you. And you do all of your testing, software composition analysis, and then other hardening of your application within your own environment behind your firewall. And then you build artifacts through build kite CI process. Then as you commit the application plus the Kubernetes manifest to Git, GitOps tool like Codefresh takes over and deploys this to destination, which is Kubernetes cluster automatically. So you are combining the power of CI with the GitOps in a very secure way while meeting all the DORA metrics like change failure rate, MTTR, deployment frequency, and lead time. I hope that this quick and short explanation of how the combination of Codefresh plus BuildKite can do wonders was helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments. Thank you very much.